The Kisatchie National Forest encompasses more than 600,000 acres of forest land. So you can imagine how difficult it could be to protect our only national forest from wildfires. This week, our own A.J. Sabine profiles a U.S. Forest Service officer who has dedicated the past 40 years to keeping our national treasure safe from wildfires.
U.S. Forest Service Officer Jim Caldwell knows a thing or two about protecting the forest from wildfire.
This is wisteria vine, and the deer have got it really browsed down.
Caldwell has walked through hundreds of acres of forest land in a multitude of roles in his 40 years of service. First as a firefighter, then on to his current role in public affairs. Caldwell says education and situational awareness make the difference in stopping wildfire.
We have great resources that we need to protect. So if someone carelessly leaves a campfire burning or carelessly takes their charcoal from their grill and they dump it out in the grass and the leaves and they walk away, all you need is a little wind, a little low humidity, and that's going to catch on fire and start a wildfire.
Now folks, you may have noticed how short and well managed this forest is. That's for a reason. If this forest had not been so well managed, then this underbrush would be allowed to grow, let's say for 5 years. Well, if a wildfire occurred here, it could potentially destroy this beautiful longleaf pine forest.
Caldwell now leads the effort to educate the public about wildfire prevention. Because of his passion for prevention, Caldwell received the 2012 Bronze Smokey, the highest national honor for wildfire prevention. For Caldwell, it's all in a day's work.
You know, and a lot of people say, hey, Jim, you could have retired over 5 years ago. Why aren't you retired? And I said, you know, if I were like so many people and I didn't like my job, it would be easy to walk away. But when you love every minute of your job, it's not easy to walk away. You feel like you've got to stay a little bit longer, and there's a lot more to do out there.
Ironically, prescribed burning actually lowers the risk of wildfires. Caldwell explains.
You can see the thick bark of this pine tree, and if you start peeling this back, you peel this back, and you can see just the outer layer was charred a little bit, and this thing is built for fire. So we can take a fire that isn't too severe, but however, if this was really thick and growing up and it was very windy and it was 100 degrees, it could actually kill these large trees. But because we have prescribed burned it, these trees are in very good condition, and if a wildfire swept through here right now, it would not kill these trees.
When it comes to Jim Caldwell's service to Louisiana's forests, it's all about an ounce of prevention. In the Kisatchie National Forest, I'm A.J. Sabine for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Louisiana experienced the worst drought on record over 2010 and 2011. In that time, Caldwell led the effort to inform and educate the public about the dangers of wildfire across Louisiana. We'll be sharing more stories about how foresters use fire to fight fire in the coming weeks.